Okay, Michael. So this video is show you how to design the AI heat map. And did you use this feature before?
I've actually seen this whole presentation before. It's the same one we saw up at the NAS office when we had our open day up there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I've shown a few of my boys how to use that tool. So it's a good tool. Or likewise, the one that you've got on the app that compares products as well.
Yeah. And so uh so now I will show you how to do the AI heat map in our app. Okay. So I will share my mobile phone screen. Okay, so um we can click the product button and click the bomb. And there's a AI heat map and AI bomb button here. So we can click AI heat map. For example, for the office scenario, and it's a test. And then we can upload our floor plan here. But today I will show you a sample floor plan. Okay, so for example, this floor plan maybe it's in the first floor. You can import it. And you can input the area by length or by area. Okay, so if we select by length, maybe we can select one wall. For example, we can select this wall, and this wall, for example, is 4 meters. The height is 3 meters and the length is 4 meters. And click OK. So it will generate the area by the length we just input. So we just wait for a moment. The, the internet here is not good. Yeah. Let me try again. Okay, so we can see that it will generate the map depends the length we just input. And then we can add the product. Yeah, you can click my product to input some camera products. Yeah, for example, I already input the cameras before, so I can click the button and add the cameras. For example, I will add 2 cameras. Okay, and the heat map, I will select CCTV heat map. Okay, so you can see it will generate the CCTV heat map here, and you also can change the direction. Okay, you also can change the direction here. Okay, and then if you would like to input the access point, you can click Auto AP Placement and click Quick Placement Plan, and it will show you the AP deployment. Depends the floor plan. Yeah, so it's identifying the floor plan now.
Do you have to tell them what APs you're putting in, Damon?
Yeah, it will show you how many access point needs in this key map.
Okay, and the ones that it recommends as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, so you can see it show you it only needs 3 units for this key map. The green means very good, and the yellow color because it's below 75 dB, so it's also still good for the scenario. Okay, and you can change for example, you can see 2.4G. Most
Yeah.
of the area is green, and change 5G. Yeah, maybe some area is yellow. If the access point is not enough, you can add more. Okay, so for example, you can add a new access point here. Yeah, for example, I can put it here, and I can um change the placement. Yeah, yeah. So maybe yeah, mm, yeah. Maybe this is is better. Yeah, and then I can export the key map and the bone. Yeah, so it will show you the topology. Okay, and sorry, let me go back to the yeah. So maybe the network will also need a gateway and the PoE switch. So we can uh add more products here. For example, I will add a gateway, a 100 concurrent users gateway, and the switches. Maybe I will select PoE switch, and the number of the port. I can click the filter. For example, I will select 9 to 16 ports, and I will select 209 GC-P this PoE switch and click add. Yeah, so you can see the router and the PoE switch. We also can add here, and then we can export the bone. So the bone will show you the topology. Yeah, we can see the
Yep.
gateway, the PoE switch,
Yep.
yeah, and the access point here, and we can export. For example, I will export the Excel. Um, for example, okay, so I send the bone and I can click here to see the bone. So you can see the bone will show you the list. Okay, the model, the description, and the quantity, uh, uh, yeah, quantity and the price you can input, and the topology, and the placement map, and the heat map, and the yeah, and the CCTV coverage, and all the information will show you. Okay, so you can see the topology, the heat map, yeah, the heat map, yeah, and the CCTV coverage. Wait, yeah, and the CCTV coverage. Yeah, so this is the AI heat map in the bone. So do you think is it good for our sales to make the heat map and the bone for our customers?
That's a great thing because can you import like your own pricing on there as well, so you can use that as a quote sort of thing for your customers as well.
Yeah, you also can, after you export the bone, you can input the price inside. Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay. So let's go on. So the PowerPoint will show you the steps for the AI heat map. So you can follow the steps one step by step. Yeah, if, in the future. And so let's make a conclusion. So for traditional, um, the design for AP is most of the installers depends their own experience, yeah, how many units and how to place the access point, right? But we can use the floor plan and design the AP more effective. And it takes time for the installers to produce the BOM. And maybe someone also need to purchase the third-party software to design the AI heat map, but our AI heat map is for free. Okay. And okay, after the pre-stage, yeah, maybe we can go to the deployment stage. And the deployment, if the unit is if there's too many units to set up, it's difficult and time consuming for our partners. And it's hard for our partners to configure the VLAN or more difficult features. Yeah, but we can solve this problem by our app. Yeah, for example, this is our self-organizing network feature. Yeah, we call it SOM. We can set up all the device about 3 minutes. Yeah, no matter 1 unit, 100 unit, or 1,000 units. Okay, so let me show you how to do the SOM. Yeah, in 3 minutes. So I will share my mobile phone screen. Yeah, again. Okay, wait a moment. So we can see the step here.
So you should do it as a demo project to start with. Is that right? To do that,
Sorry?
so project demo,
Yes.
CCTV. Yep.
Yeah. So I will show you the
Yep.
show you the demo now. Okay, I will share my mobile phone screen. Okay. Okay, so we can click project here. And you can the button on the right on the bottom of the right. Yeah. So you can click you can connect to the Wi-Fi if the project has access point. If the project only has a switch, you can scan the QR code. Okay. But today I will show you the demo. Yeah, so I can click demo here. Yeah. So when we create a project, it will show you the SSID here. So you can use your mobile phone to connect the Ruijie-M SSID. Okay. And the M means master. So you connect to the master device and it will show you all the device here. So you can see, we can see the gateway, firewall, switches, and different access point here. So it will detect all the device and generate the topology. And you can click start config. Yeah, for example, we can input a project name and input the management password. And this management password is now the Wi-Fi password, is the password to access the web page of the device. Okay. Test one. And then we can set up the gateway. We can select the PPPoE or select the DHCP. And this is for the firewall. You can select the port to connect to the firewall. Okay, and then you can input the SSID, the Wi-Fi name, and the Wi-Fi name and the password, Wi-Fi password. Yeah, and select the country and click save. Okay, so just about 3 minutes, you can set up all the device. Yeah, how many, no matter how many units, it's the same step for us to set up. So it's very quickly. Okay, so let me go back to the PowerPoint. Wait a moment. So let me share the screen again. Okay, so this is the demo for how to set up the networking device. But the step is just for the scenario has our AP. If the scenario doesn't have our AP, it's only switches. We can scan the QR code to set up. Okay. So this is the video show you how to set up all the switches by scanning the QR code. Sorry, let me share the screen again.
Never did any project using 30 switches and 40 cameras in one project. And before, how long it will take your time to online and configure all the switches. So today we have 5 minutes challenging game to finish all the configuration and finish the project. Are you ready? Let's go. Okay, next I will using my mobile phone to set up all the switches configuration. Okay, so let's start.
Okay, so we can see if the project only have switches, we can scan one of it and it will detect all the other switches together, yeah, to set up. So this is the way for us to set up the networking device, yeah. And maybe before the installers has to bring the laptop, but you just need a mobile phone at the moment, yeah. And it'll just take about 3 minutes to set up. Okay. And the second deployment is to detect the cameras in our actual topology. Yeah, so you can see we can detect most of the popular CCTV brands, yeah, including the 𝐕VISION, 𝐷𝐻ua, and TND. Okay, we can detect them. And we also can detect all the other terminals. Yeah, for example, the PC and the smartphone. Yeah, we have the list for our partners to manage the terminals. Yeah, different terminals. And if the scenario have many different kinds of the device, yeah, for example, the cameras, the access point, computer, or IP phone, yeah, and it's easy for this scenario to generate the IP conflict. Yeah, so we usually will recommend to use the VLAN to solve this problem, but it's difficult for our partners to set up the VLAN before. If, for example, you have to set up all the VLAN for the router, switches, and the AP, and set up the subnet, and maybe use the CLI command. So it's very difficult. So we use the web page to set up these features in our app. Yeah, and we will separate for 3 parts. The first part is to do the VLAN planning, okay? And the second part is to do the VLAN visualizing. And the third part is to do the VLAN troubleshooting, okay? And but if you would like to do the smart VLAN configuration, not only the ES2 series access switch, but you also has to buy our Reyee router, okay, or NBS 5 series core switch. Yeah, so you should combine the router or the NBS 5 series switch together to use the smart VLAN configuration. Okay, so now I will show you how to set up the VLAN quickly. So let me share my mobile phone screen again. Okay, you can select the project you set up before. And you can click advanced because VLAN is an advanced feature, and click VLAN configuration. Yeah, you can add, for example, wired VLAN. For example, this VLAN is for CCTV. And you can input the IP range. Yeah, for example, I will change maybe .10.1. Yeah. 10.254. Okay, and you can select the port. This VLAN ID is 10. And you can select the port to use this VLAN. Yeah, for example, I will select this port. Yeah, I will select these 4 ports to connect the cameras and click OK. Okay, so these 4 ports will be divided into the VLAN 10, to separate with the default VLAN, and click Save. Okay, so it's very easy to set up the VLAN to separate different subnets. Okay, so we can go to see there's 2 VLANs now. The first one is the default VLAN. Okay, and the second one is the CCTV VLAN. Okay, so this is the VLAN configuration. Okay, and different IP range. Okay, let's go on. So for traditional scenario, you have to bring your laptop and use the CLI command to set up the VLAN, and maybe take several hours. But now you just need a cell phone and just several steps, about 3 minutes to set up the VLAN. Okay, so it's very different. And the next deployment pain point is the long distance. Okay, so maybe some scenario is difficult to adjust, and maybe some scenario it's hard for you to do the cabling. Okay, and the cabling cost is very high. So our managed switch support the long distance transmission. Okay, you can select the port. Flexibly, and after you select the port and click finish, the port will support 250 meters PoE. Okay, and you also just need 5 steps to set up the long distance. The first step, you select the switch, okay, and click config, click long distance transmission, and select the port you would like to do the long distance. So it's very easy. And if the scenario over 250 meters, you can use the wireless long distance solution. For example, you can use our wireless bridge. The first one, 100-E support 500 meters. 310V2 support 1 kilometer, and 350 support 5 kilometer. For the wireless long distance solution. And this is the example. For example, there are two houses to do the wireless bridge solution, and the bridge and the elevator. You also can use the bridges to connect the. For example, the first one connect here and connect to the camera, and the other one connect to the switch and the NVR. Okay. And the advantages for us is that our bridges also support the cloud management, and it will show you how many cameras, concurrent cameras, and you also can use the heat map to do the bridge design. Okay. And the other pain point for the deployment is the harsh environment. For example, the high temperature or coastal areas or thunderstorm areas. So we usually will use the industrial switch to do that. Because our industrial switch supports minus 40 degree to 75 degree. So the temperature is wider than other brands. And this is the video to show you our industrial switch and the other high temperature switch for a test.
Right, sorry about Vivian. Do you have any like flyers, or if you can send me a link so I can do a download a product specification for that one? Because I've got a couple of customers in the mining industry I want to send that to that are currently using Ubiquiti products.
Sorry?
Sorry, Michael, I was not listening. Can you repeat your question?
Sorry. Those industrial switches, these ones here.
Yeah.
Have you got a link to a page on that where I can download specification sheets to send
Oh,
to
I
my
do have, I actually do have the stock coming.
Yep.
They are arriving in Melbourne this Christmas.
Awesome.
So we will
I
have
just
the
want,
physical stock.
I just wanted the specification sheets now to send to my mining guys.
Okay, sure.
Because that currently we're putting in Ubiquity in there, but
Yeah,
it'd be good
yeah,
to show them this because Ubiquity itself is not good and heat that
yeah.
keeps flying out on them. So
Okay,
it'd be good
I
to
will
show
send
them
you
this.
some documents and informations.
Much appreciated.
No problem. Thank you.
Okay, that's great. So let's watch the video for the test. Yeah, compare with the other brand with the high temperature test.
Cloud. Make your business easy.
Okay, so we can, from this video, we can see that our switch, if under 75 degree, is also stable. But the other brand, in its official website, we can see it supports 65 degree. But when the temperature is 65 degree, it will reboot. Yeah, so our temperature is too high temperature. Yeah, okay. And for the industrial switch, the first port will support PoE plus and plus and support 90 watts. So you can use this port to connect the PDZ camera or high power supply access point. Okay. For example, the Wi-Fi 7 access point. And the industrial switch also supports one button click to set up the ERPS. Yeah. So if you would like to do the ring configuration, we call it ERPS. You just need one button, yeah, to set up the ERPS. Yeah, so I will show you this small video again. So you can see, you just click this button, and it will generate the ring automatically. So the ERPS is very easy to set up for the industrial switch. Okay, so let's draw a conclusion for the industrial switch is it supports wide temperature and PoE++, and use the DIP switch for instant ERPS configuration. Okay. And for the post-stage pay point, if the network has some issue, it's hard for us to troubleshoot. Okay. And so how to do the troubleshoot easy from our cloud? Yeah. The first feature is the real-time alarm. So if have some issues, you can see the information here, see the alarm here. Yeah, what's the issue in our network? For example, the IP camera offline or the insufficient power. Yeah, it will show you the notification here. Okay. And the second one is the AI diagnose. So you can click this button to troubleshoot the network. Where is the issue? Yeah, and what's the issue device? Yeah, so I will show you the feature here in our mobile phone. Because sometimes it's hard for installers to troubleshoot what's the issue in the internet is difficult. Yeah, so we can click this button here, and the basic feature, click AI diagnose and start diagnose. No. Okay, so it will show you a report. What's the issue in the network? Yeah, you can see the details here. Okay, so maybe you can view the details here. So it will generate the report to show you what's the issue. Okay, so this is the AI troubleshoot. AI troubleshoot. Okay, and next part is the cable test. Yeah, sometimes customer feedback the internet is offline, but after we troubleshoot, it's not the device problem, it's the cable. So if we have a cable test, we can quickly to find if is the issue is from the device or from the cable. Okay, so it will show you the cable is good or not. So you can click the switch and click the cable test button here and click test, and it will show you the results here. For example, if the port 2 actually have some device connect to the port 2, but the result is not connected. So we can see that the cable maybe have some problem. Okay, so this is the cable test. And the next feature is the loop prevention. Yeah, if a loop occur in the network will offline. Yeah, and it's hard for us to troubleshoot because all the lights is flashing, so we don't know which port is loop. But if we open the loop prevention, if it occur loop, we will show you in the app. Okay, and you can quickly find that which port is loop, and we will shut down the port automatically, so the network will not be influenced. So this is the loop prevention. Okay, so this is the video to show you the loop prevention. So it occur loop, the network has some issue, or the device is offline. Okay, so this is the loop prevention, yeah, to solve the loop problem. And if the camera offline, maybe sometimes maybe you will teach the customer how to reboot the camera, or you will go to the site to reboot the camera. Yeah, so if the camera is connected to our switch, yeah, and we can reboot the camera remotely. Okay. So it's also very easy. You click the switch and you can see the details in this page, and you can click the reboot button to reboot the port, to reboot the cameras. Okay, so this is the reboot button here. And if the customer would like to do some
so David, so you saying you can just reboot that one port without rebooting the whole switch?
Yeah, you can reboot one port of the switch and not the whole switch.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah. And if you are interested, I will show you this feature. Okay, so wait a moment. Okay, I will select actual project for you to show you this feature. There's a camera project in our office, so I will show you this actual project. Okay, we have two ways to reboot the cameras. The first way is just like the PowerPoint. We click the switches, this switch, and click the port here to reboot. Okay, so this is the first way. And the second way is we can click the detect button on the left top. Okay, you can see the detect button, and it will take about 1 minute to generate all the cameras in the network. Okay, so we can see there are 4 cameras here, and 1 is offline, and the other 3 are online. So we can click 1 cameras here, and we can see the uplink and downlink speed here, and we can reboot. Click reboot button, click OK. To reboot the camera here. So we have 2 ways to reboot the camera, just by single port, and now for the whole switch. Okay, so let's go on next part. And next part is for partners to access the NVR or the IPC web page remotely. Yeah, so you don't need to go on site to connect the device to go to the web page. If the project has our router, you can use the NAT traversal, okay, to access the device. You just need to know the IP address. So this is a video to show you how to access the device.
I am currently in Beijing office, and I will use Ruijie Cloud to create a terminal to the VR interface from Beijing to Fuzhou to see what our Fuzhou colleagues are doing.
Open the project in Ruijie Cloud and click NAT Traversal in the device configuration. Click Add Tunnel. Define the app name and type. Input the internal host address. Click OK. The NAT Traversal tunnel will be created instantly. Click the Configure button to enter the tunnel. Enter the login information for the IPC, and you will see a clear intranet CCTV image, and all settings can be modified remotely. You can also finish the configuration. Ruijie Cloud app. NAT Traversal on Ruijie Cloud helps you access the NVR in just a few steps, allows remote adjustment and management of the NVR interface, and automatically expires the tunnel to ensure privacy and security.
Cloud. Make your business easy.
Okay, this is the NAT traversal feature. Yeah, but you have to combine our router, Ruijie router together, because this feature is from our router. Okay, and you can input the IP address here, and it will help you to create a tunnel to help you to access the device. Yeah, for example, you can access the NVR or access the IPC or other IT device. Yeah. So for the traditional scenario, maybe the installer will use the port mapping. Yeah, port mapping, but it's difficult. You have to use several steps to access. But for the web portal, NAT traversal feature is easier to access remotely. Yeah, you can change some spec or change some features. Okay, so these are some features for the pre-stage, deployment stage, and the post-stage features. And next part, I will quickly show you the product line. Okay, so all the features we just mentioned is from our cloud. Okay, and our cloud is licensed is for free. Yeah, no matter how how many units is for free? Yeah, so less than free. And we already have more than 14 million devices online globally. Okay. And the Cisco Meraki, we can see the online device from their report is 12 million, but we already 14 million. Is the quantity is the quality is more than Cisco Meraki now. Okay. And so we can see the product family, the switch for the switches, we have the chassis core switch, okay, and the industrial switch, and layer 2 and layer 3, and unmanaged and cloud managed, okay. And the access point, we have Wi-Fi 7 access point now. You also can have a try, okay. And for the routers, depends on different concurrent users. We have 100 concurrent users to 2,000 concurrent users. Yeah, just depends on the scenario. Yeah, in the mesh router, home Wi-Fi mesh router. And this is the example for you to select the switches. If if only 20 units camera, maybe you can use our ES100 series switch. This series is a managed switch. If about 50 units, you can use our ES200 series. Okay. And if refer to 100 units or 500, above to 500 units, you can use different NB series, NBS series. And this series supports 5 years warranty. Okay. NBS series support 5 years warranty, and the industrial switch also support 5 years warranty. And the other series support 3 years warranty. Okay, so this is the difference. Okay, so that's all the switch and the cloud information today. Yeah, and Michael, do you have any questions about today's sharing?
Damon, that was an absolutely fantastic, eye-opening presentation. I've got to say, I wish we had more of the boys here to see this. I'll be telling them they've got to get on, and Vivian, I think there's a lot of information that we need to take on. What I'd like to know is if I had some clients in my training room, how often could you do these sessions? Obviously, your time's very valuable. But I do that with Darwa, like for the show them sort of thing, and it'd be good if I could have you talking with this and a few of the products there that you're talking about. The guys can actually see it and feel it and talk about it at the same time as part of trying to get them away from bloody ubiquity. Excuse my language. So yeah.
And we also will launch new ES2 managed switch next year, but the port is fast Ethernet. Yeah, just 100 megabit. So I don't know, is it available in Australia or not? The access PoE port is 100 megabit.
Okay, yeah.
Or you need gigabit.
Yeah.
Okay, so for your project, you need 100 megabit or 1 gig or gigabit.
Right.
Okay, so that's for today's communication. Yeah, and thanks for your time.
No, much appreciated. It was fantastic.
Sorry. So do you want some more trainings? I think you mentioned about like how frequent.
Look, what I want to do is have some of my customers in my training room upstairs.
Yeah.
And have this where we can show them.
Yeah. I actually I've been talking with Reese and other people in Brisbane, and then they said it's very busy at the moment, so I suggest to do like online trainings. And then they said the online training the effect is not that good, so they prefer to do offline training. So they think in January people are still working and or on holidays, and then they will come back typically after 28th of January. So probably we can do offline trainings in February. So
Perfect. Yeah.
what do you think? Do
Even
you
this is
want?
great. Even this
Yeah,
is great. Like
I mean, we can do.
yeah.
We can do it differently for each
Yeah.
of the stores. So
Yeah.
if your clients prefer online training, we can do the online training first, and
Yeah.
then we can book a time for the offline training to invite them to come over to your store. And then next year we will have like a how to say, like a registration, like a
Yeah.
exam, something like that. So what happened is we can have a package of devices, and then we will sell them for a like a discount price, but
Yeah.
they don't need to buy it. They just need to register for the training, and then they pay for the training. But the training fees, basically the devices, courses, something like that. So they pay for the training, they get a free package of the devices, and then they attend the training for a few hours. So Leon can go to your store and perform the training for you guys and for your clients, and then in the other ways, you can provide some food and drinks for your clients as well. And
Yep.
then the whole section will last for like 3 hours or up to 5 hours, whatever you want. So we can discuss about this in the details. And you can also think about it. And then you can start inviting your clients in January, send out the
Yeah.
invitations, and see. We probably have like, I think maybe 5 to 10 will be better.
Yeah.
For each of the sections. So we book them in for like a half-day trainings. We give the full training, and we send them out the devices. They can have the training and play around with the devices afterwards. So
Yeah.
yeah, thinking about that, and talk to your colleagues as well. So this is
Yeah.
our plan for next year. So if you
Awesome.
want
Now
to do
this-
anything before the end of this year, we can also arrange.
No, look, we've got a week. We've got a week left. But look, I have to. If you could forward me this training video, that'd be great as well.
Yeah. I think
And
them
also, if you
already
had a link,
recorded.
a link to the video on the industrial switch as well.
Industrial switch. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
because I'll do some marketing with that while I'm on
Okay.
holiday.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will
Hey,
ask
look, I've,
them for some link for
I've got to
that.
run. I've got a doctor's appointment, but I'm so glad
Oh,
I
okay.
sat in today.
Okay.
I'm
Take care.
so glad I sat in on this. It was fantastic.
Okay. Great. You like it. Just
Thank
can't
you.
get everyone to join it. Okay. Thank you. Thank you,
Thank
Michael.
you. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Michael. Michael, see
Bye.
you
Bye.
later. Yeah, bye.
哎，Damon 他说他想要那个这个 industrial switch 的一些 video，你这边有是吗？
有的，还有相关的材料我可以发给你。
哎，你发一些给我，我就发给他们。他也觉得
好的，好的，
蛮好。
好的，
嗯，
可以呀，
OK，
可以呀。
好的，
好，
谢谢。
好，没事，那就先这样了，我回头发你哈。因为我还有一个会议，我先开完会，我等下发给你哈。
OK，没问题，好，不着急。
好，拜拜。